Alright, pre-calc, so 2.4, and this is actually going to be 2.4 part 1, and we are just going to look at dividing polynomials in this section. So the section is going to be about remainder and factor theorem, but in part 1 we're only going to look at dividing polynomials and a specific type of division, which is long division. Okay, so a few key terms that we're going to want to know in order to talk about division. First of all, the divisor is just the polynomial that we are dividing by. So if you think about like old school long division you did as a kid, like we could say something, you know, if 288 is divided by 4, then our divisor would be 4. Our dividend is the piece that is inside, that is our 288. So the dividend is the piece that is actually being divided. Now, we're going to change it because they're going to be polynomials, not just constants like this. So there'll be x squareds, x cubes, x, any of those terms in there as well. And so long division is, like I said, we're going to just use that to divide two polynomials. Okay, now it's not always the quickest way, but sometimes it is the only way in which we can divide two polynomials. So to do long division, you're going to start by arranging all the terms in order, in descending order of degree. So really this just means standard form. Okay, so you're going to arrange them in standard form, both the divisor and the dividend. And you're going to start by taking the first term of the dividend divided by the first term in the divisor. So the term on the inside divided by the first term on the outside. That'll make a little more sense in a minute. Okay, you're going to multiply this value. So you're going to get a value from b. Multiply that value by each term in the divisor. Remember, the divisor is the term that is outside. And you're going to subtract. Okay, now this is a place where we tend to make mistakes. You need to make sure you're careful and that we actually subtract these terms from the dividend. And then finally you're going to repeat the process for C, or actually for B, C, and D, until we have a degree lower than that of the divisor. So that means if we, or equal to, or yeah, lower, I'm sorry. So if we have a divisor that is x squared plus 4, we're doing this until that result we get in D is just an x, because that would be a term lower. An example then would be something like x squared plus 8x minus 15 divided by x plus 5. So my dividend here, the piece that goes inside, I'm actually going to move this down a little bit, is going to be x squared plus 8x minus 15. Okay, let's make sure that's neat. And then I'm going to put x plus 5 on the outside. So what we had to do then, that was our first step. We arranged in descending order, it's already done. We need to take the first term on the inside divided by the first term on the outside. So I'm taking x squared divided by x. And when I simplify that, I get just x. So that's what I'm going to write up here. You even notice I put it above the other x. And now I need to multiply through. So x times x gives me x squared. X times 5 gives me 5x. Okay, and be careful, we are subtracting those terms. So this is the piece where you want to be careful. Our result then, x squared minus x squared, these first terms should always cancel out. 8x minus 5x ends up as a 3x, and I'm going to bring down my minus 15. Okay, then again, I need to take, now I have a new first term is 3x, and I'm going to divide that still by the first term on the outside. So 3x divided by x gives us just 3. So I write a plus 3 up here. And I do the same idea. I'm going to multiply through. So I'm going to have 3x plus 15. And if I subtract those, remember we said you're always subtracting. So I'm subtracting that whole set there. I'm going to end up, first terms cancel out again as they should. And negative 15 minus 15 actually gives us a negative 30. So when we do that, that x squared, and I can move this down out of the way a little bit. When I do this, I actually get an answer of x plus 3, so that's just the numerator here. And then we have a remainder of negative 30, because negative 30 can't be divided by x. So we say plus negative 30 over x plus 5, because negative 30 is still divided by x plus 5, but we don't know what x is. This is your result from long division. A biggest thing there we did is probably this stuff over here in the corner. We just took our first term divided by our first term, and that's how we figure out the terms that go in the numerator. And then finally our remainder divided by our divisor adding that to our numerator is our final answer. Okay, and that is all there is for long division, and we'll see you next time.